Hi Libra, this is your general tarot reading for Libra Sun, Moon and Ascendant or Rising sign for the month of April. So let's have a look to see what's happening. What are the big energies in the skies for you Libra as we leave March and enter April? Well, there's a big emphasis on your 7th house this month. There is the Sun as we leave March and enter April in your 7th house of partnerships and relationships. So it's a good time, it's a pleasant time in all your relationships, even if you're not in a marriage or a relationship, people that you have some sort of contract with, people that you have a business contract with perhaps, things are just moving that bit better. And for those of you who are in a relationship, there's just this great sense of fun and healing perhaps for some of you in your relationships, which is quite nice. It's just a very pleasant energy. And to have that nice sun energy in the house of relationships for you, Libra, you know, it definitely brings you a smile. It makes you feel good in yourself. So that's not bad, is it? We have Uranus and Mercury retrograde as we enter April in your 7th house also. So for some of you, it could be a very shocking and sudden contact from an old love or an old partner. And I don't know how you'll feel about that, Libra. Is it something you want? I don't know. That's up to you. It's the energy that's there. You can see how you feel about that. Maybe they're an ex for a reason. Isn't that the thing? What else have we going on? Venus is in the 8th house of intimacy. I just get the feeling with you, Libra. As 2 cards come out. The Moon, followed by the Ace of Cups. Yeah, I can see why this is coming out, because there is a new moon on the 15th of April, which promises new love or a renewal in love for those of you who are in a relationship. So that's quite nice. Quite nice. It's quite lovely actually, because Venus in the 8th house of intimacy, going deeper. Perhaps for some of you who have a kind of relationship that's a little bit superficial, where one or both of you haven't completely taken yourself off the market, maybe in April we'll kind of say, no, we need to talk. This needs to be just exclusively you and me. So the Queen of Wands came out there, the Page of Swords, and the 9 of Cups. So yeah, all that lovely intimacy in partnerships, digging deep too. Venus in the 8th house can also represent shared resources. So for those who are in a relationship, your partner's income might become something to talk about this month. You've issues going on in your home and family life. These are long-term issues that might be really highlighted because Saturn and Pluto with Mars are... Saturn and Pluto are going retrograde in your family life, your home issues, your house. And perhaps some of you might be thinking of buying a house or changing up your house in some way as the Magician comes out. And in doing that, you will have to have a discussion with your partner about maybe shared resources. Maybe you don't want to do this home life, family life thing on your own anymore. Maybe you have to talk about the other person's money, that conversation. But I think it will be fine. I think it will be an easier conversation than you imagine it would be. So not bad either. What else have you going on there? The Sun goes into your 8th house again with Venus. Again, more intensity, more drive and focus to dig deep financially with investments too. And again, with your partner's shared resources. A couple of cards coming out there, Libra. Balance in finances, in shared resources. Yeah, I think this is a theme. And I don't want you to panic if this is not your situation. All these are the energies that are happening. And when I say shared resources and things like that, that's just the most likely way these things will pan out, okay? These are not written in stone. You have to be able to kind of decide how that pans out in your life. the Six of Swords, the Eight of Wands, the Five of Pentacles. 2 more cards, Libra, and then we're ready to go. So Venus moves then into your 9th house on the 25th of April. And there might be a real desire for you to either fall in love with a foreign person, fall in love with their accent, their food, or go to a foreign country to find love, or to bring your love with you, and to have just that nice broadening of your mind, expand your mind. For some of you, it could mean really feeling that it's time to go back and study something, a higher education, go back again and broaden out what you already know. For some of you, the 9th house can be religious issues, religious studies. As the last 2 cards come out here, death. Don't panic. When I always say to people, when you see this card coming out, this is not a bad card, don't panic. And the 8 of Pentacles. Yeah, you know, I'll just say this, you have a lot of very Scorpio style energy happening in your cards here. A lot of number 8s, which are very Scorpio, death, very Scorpio, 8, very Scorpio. You have a lot of, you've Venus in the 8th house, very Scorpio, love with a Scorpio person perhaps. You have the Sun then going into a Scorpio house again. So this could be a physical Scorpio in your life, but most likely it's the depth and intensity and intimacy issues that will be coming up for you this month, Libra. For some of you, 8th house is life, death and rebirth, the wheel of life. For some of you, you might see, and I don't want you to panic, I'm not saying please don't panic, and I hate saying this in the readings because I don't want anyone ever to take this the wrong way. Something could be leaving your life, something could be transforming and passing out of your life, and something could be reborn and brought in. It could be the birth of a child even. That's how these things sometimes pan out, Libra. Let me organize the cards and then we'll move. Let's go, Libra. Come. Oops. Yeah, you see the difficulty in trying to deal with technology during a Mercury retrograde. It doesn't go smoothly. Anyway, the camera's fixed now. So the moon. How are you feeling? Well, the moon sometimes talks about deep emotions, troubling emotions, feeling that you are being pushed along by your instincts. It's like you have a gut feeling about something as we leave March and enter April. And this gut feeling is gnawing at you. It's like the 2 dogs, it's barking at you, you know, pay attention to something that seems slightly irrational, that seems like it couldn't possibly be true, but yet your gut instinct, your psychic intuition is telling you something is happening in some part of your life. And you must really, Libra, pay attention to this gut instinct. It could sometimes come in the form of feeling quite stressed and not being able to sleep very well at night, disturbing dreams, perhaps even nightmares. And don't worry if this is happening, Libra. This is part of something big transforming in your life. We are going through in April a great big shift, you know, in terms of healing our psyche, healing our scars as Chiron moves from Pisces into Aries, and he's going to be there for around 8 years. So there's a big shift, and this is again in your partnerships too. You might be feeling it, a big healing and cleansing which could disturb you in some way happening in your relationships, and in general how you behave in relationships, how you deal with relationships. But here we have the card of healing, of cleansing. Everything that we're saying, Chiron is going to come in and cleanse you once and for all, so that you're able to proceed in the future with a healthier version of what it is to be in a relationship. I mean, you are the masters of good relationships, Libra, but sometimes we all do it. We can carry forward some of our fears from past relationships, and we can even carry forward some of our fears from the way our parents behaved in relationships. And this time in April is a great way to clean all other people's baggage out of our life so that we can have new relationships that are really based on the things that come from our heart and our wishes and our desires, and not because we're running away from something or trying to block something or trying to live a type of relationship that somebody expects us to live, in some way. Now, having said that, this is also the card of new relationships, Libra. For a great many of you, you could literally be having a new love come into your life. It's gorgeous energy, and it's brought in, heralded in by the celestial hand. So this is some sort of fated relationship that's coming in, and I would run with it. I would really, really go with it. Now, the moon might be indicating something here. The moon that left was a Libra moon. So as we leave March, the moon that was in Libra in March might be showing you how to love again, but in a much healthier way, a much far more authentic way, and you're ready for it now. Whatever shit you've left behind in relationships, you're ready to watch them transform and grow. And Libra is ready for new love, or for at least a revival in love if you are in a current relationship. You want that real fresh feeling again of being happy in love, feeling all those nice things. The Queen of Wands, this is a gorgeous, gorgeous energy coming in for you in April, Libra, because this is the card of somebody who's using their psychic intuition. We've got Cups here, which is healing, but also psychic energy. The moon, very, very, very psychic energy. So much energy in your 8th house, which is very psychic also. And here again, we have the Queen of Wands, a very psychic, intuitive person. And she is trusting her intuition. She is going with it. It almost feels, Libra, that you're very heavily depending on your intuition. Are you gambling on something? Are you taking a risk? Are you going deep into the occult, maybe deep into using your psychic senses in the month of April? And you're going deeper with it. And you're going to trust it better. And so you should, because the energy is all there for you. Now, we did say there was a new love. And it's bringing out this great fiery energy in you. Fire, fire, fire. Renewing the passion of you. And you know that beautiful scorpionic love, which is, even though Scorpio is a water sign, they are very fiery and flamey. And they're also very psychological. So a new love or a rebirth in love could come for you, Libra, in April, of this deep, passionate, heavy, almost fated Romeo and Juliet style love. And it could be, it's a strange energy because it could be with somebody who is in awe of you. This is an immature person. And I'm not saying that they are an immature, but compared to the Queen, this is somebody who looks up to you, is inspired by you, wants to know more about you. You just seem like the most captivating person alive to them. And they'll come charging in. Possibly another air sign, which is the same as you, Libra, Aquarius or Gemini. And they'll be absolutely enchanted by you. And that's where the love will come. They're just doughy-eyed. And this will seem like such a strange event. The build up to it, it's like you'll almost feel your power is getting heightened and heightened and heightened. You'll get a sense that love is being offered to you, that even, you see something, even before the person has arrived, the energies have arrived. So you're ready for love, and then arrives the physical person who is in complete and utter awe of you. And what you will like about them is their ability to be chatty and funny and silly. And you'll you'll like the fact that they don't quite know as much about things as you do. So there'll be an element of you being a guide to them or a teacher to them in some way. And it'll be a good energy. You will teach them a lot. What you might teach them is how to maybe have more depth to themselves. Because very often the air signs are fantastic, and we do love you, Libra, and we always know that there's great depth to you and your fellow air signs. But sometimes, at first glance, that's all we see. We see the fun, the humour, the witty words, and the great kind of times that we have with you. But you're saying, okay, but what else is there to you? What else is there to see? Where's the depth of feeling? Where's the depth of love? Where is the more? Where is that it element? The hotness. That's really cute. I like that. Wow, Libra, I mean, that's a beautiful energy. And, you know, moving on with that in April, I keep saying in April because I'm actually recording these in March, and I keep going to say March, but this is for April. You're going to feel satisfied. You're going to feel pleased with yourself. Love is working out for you. And even if you're listening to this in March, look, see what I did? At the moment I do get to say March, I actually go to say April. But the moment you do feel this in April, there's going to be this wonderful fulfillment. It's a feeling that everything you've wanted is now here. So whatever is coming, Libra, this great love, this renaissance in love, you're going to feel so emotionally fulfilled by it. And beside that is the magician, who is offering you quicker and better paths to move ahead with this. It's almost like once love comes, or once this rebirth in love comes, it'll be like 100 doors are opening, and you're going, now the stagnation is gone. Now I know how to move ahead in so many avenues of my life. Love becomes your muse, really. You find a muse, and love opens the doors to everything in your life in April, Libra. Really, it does. The magician here is beautiful, sweet words. Somebody who could charm the pants off anybody, really. And that is you. Because you're so ignited by this love feeling, you're going to walk around like a demigod or a demigoddess in your world. And that's fantastic. Now, I wouldn't be surprised, even though we're saying a lot of Scorpio energy, I wouldn't be surprised if there is the influence of a Gemini. This is Mercury, who rules Gemini, and there we have an air sign. So it could possibly be with a Gemini, or somebody who is very mercurial, very quick with their words, their wit, their humour, very curious and interested in things, interested in information, in ideas, and sharing such things. But they may have also a scorpionic element, which is that they're very deep. They're not superficial with that. Now, balancing money is also a very big theme for you, Libra, as April goes on. You will want to find a better balance in everything in your life. Some of you could be looking at your finances and feeling that you might need to borrow money, or somebody might come to you and you may have to lend them money. But this is the balancing up, balancing your finances. And like I said, the full moon at the very end of the month might give you some closure on that. You know, that you may feel that your finances have a much better shape to them. And 6 always represents healing. So perhaps something this month really will be closed for you, Libra. If you have had a loan or something that was financially draining you, by the end of April, you could find that that has come to an end. Another 6 card, 2 6s here, which is again about healing something. You're tired of something. There's been a period in your life that has made you quite tired. It has drained you, and you're really prepared to move away from that. And with somebody else, I think some of you who are in a relationship might have looked at situations in your life, be it financial or whatever it is, in your home life, your family life. And in April, you're saying, come on, baby, let's go. Let's find somewhere else, because it hasn't been overly happy for us, you know, so it's time to move on. For some of you, indeed, it could be just time to move on from a bad period, a bad relationship, or just a bad scene. And you do sense that there's something bigger and better out there for you. And you're ready to take the healing from that and to move on and find something that's a little bit sweeter, a little bit nicer, Libra, because you just don't want to stay in a painful situation anymore. Sometimes you say with this card, it's time for you to go, it's time for you to leave, walk away. It doesn't always work out like that. Not everybody at the first moment of trouble decides to pack a bag and leave. It does take a great bit of maturity to be like the 8th house, and instead of just leaving, to go deeper and to say, why is this shit happening to us? Why is my relationship not that good? And instead of just abandoning it, saying, well, what can I fix here? And if I can fix something, and if it is worth keeping, then where can we both go into the future? Where can we go to start fresh? You know, which is a nice energy. You know? Moving on then, look, you want to go and you want to start fresh, and you want to put all your effort and energy into it, Libra. You want to go full steam ahead. There's no shilly-shallying here, dilly-dallying. You want to absolutely move. And I think that's really it for April, that it seems there has been some stagnation, and now you're just ready to throw everything at something. You're going to throw caution to the wind. You're going to take some risks, definitely taking risks. And you're going to see again, 8, the number 8. You want this deep transformation in your life. You don't know how to make it happen, but once you listen to your intuition, and once you accept that it's healing and love and transformation from now on in, you'll run with it, and you'll go in all guns blazing. And if there is a situation that needs to be faced, that needs to be tackled, that really needs somebody to go in and fix it once and for all, then you're ready, even though you don't have all the information, even though you don't feel quite strong enough yet to conquer some of these things, you're still ready to give it a try. You're still ready to give it a push and do it with all your enthusiasm and all your energy. And I love that. Good for you, Libra, good for you. And more than likely it's a money issue, because here we have the people, they're standing outside. They feel left out in the cold. All the good stuff is happening inside, Libra, and they are outside. They're outside. This is the energy of always feeling that, oh, there's another opportunity that passed me by, and here I am kind of not doing very well. Oh, there's another relationship that's just passed me by, and here's me on my own again, out in the cold. Financially, it's the same thing. It's here I am again, dealing with the same old money issues, and there's nothing doing, there's nothing fixing. Well, what I say here, 5 energy, is a necessary change. Perhaps some of you have had a bit of an upset financially, a bit of trouble that you've been carrying forward, that you do actually resolve, but you've been carrying it forward, and you come to the realization in April that that was needed. It's like you got into debt, or you got into a hole financially, but yet you did it because you felt that you needed at the time to do that. And it's like now in April, you're making peace with that. You're looking back and you're saying, sure, I needed to do that. That was something that I needed to do in order to push ahead, you know? And if you do feel, again, left out in the cold financially, or if things aren't going very well for you in general, it will change. At the very last day of the month, your whole insight into your financial world and how you generally relate to that will change. So you won't always feel so left out in the cold, Libra. The card of huge, huge transformation. So before the month ends, Libra, really, this is a big one. It's both a powerful energy, but an energy that also removes things that no longer serve you. You've got Jupiter retrograde in your second house, and the energy here is really about cleaning up it. I keep saying it, it's finances, finances, finances. Something is ending. A debt is being paid. Your shared resources are going to be discussed. Your salary, your income, anything where you have assets, possessions, your financial world, before this month ends, you are going to transform it and have complete and utter closure on the situation. And once you do, you'll be able to move ahead. You see, sometimes people think of death and transformation as quite a negative thing, because it does actually feel like that, Libra, when you're going through it. But once you get past it, you realize it was one of the most important things that could have happened to you. So it's a huge month, Libra, a huge month for this, for transforming your finances and perhaps changing the way you handle money for good, forever, healing that, and being able to master your whole approach to your finances. For some of you, yes, you could literally be taking a side leap, a little jump to the side about how you make your money. You will want to learn more, study more, engage in finding your corner of the market and focusing on that and that alone, so that you become a specialist in some way, in some part of your career. And that will be where you're able to focus, and because of that, you'll be able to generate some new money, As I'm saying that, I'm thinking that some of you might have issues with your partner where money is not quite the same as it was. Maybe you're earning less or earning more, something to do with a relationship and money. And by the end of this month, Libra, you'll have figured this out. And it seems to get out of this situation, you're going to have to stop being so scattered to the wind and focus on one thing and one thing only. So if you are specializing, if your career involves specializing in something, focus more and more, reduce it until you have something that's so potent and powerful that when people think of whatever it is that you do, they say, oh, we must go to Libra because Libra is the master of that. They've discarded so much of the fluff and so much, now they only focus on this one thing, which makes you a kind of a little bit of a master in that field, if that makes sense. Libra, I wasn't expecting your cards and the energies to be as intense as they are, but they are. Partnerships, deep transformations, healing, big healing in your family life and in your home life. And again, if you are selling a house or so on like that, big shifts of energy going on there. And love energy, new love for those Libras who've been waiting on new love, and a new love that feels fated in some way, and a love where somebody just looks at you like a puppy and that's very cute, and enjoy every minute of it, Libra. If this is your first time watching my videos, then please subscribe, like, share, and do come to my Facebook page, She Bear Tarot. I have an Instagram page, Twitter, and so on like that, but there's extra content there. That's why I'm telling you to come there, because sometimes in the monthly readings, I get to explain certain other cards and energies and so on the Facebook page, so you might enjoy it. In the meantime, Libra, enjoy all that fantastic love energy. Listen to your gut. Oops. And enjoy, enjoy, enjoy. Libra, I love you so much. And I'm going to leave you with a big kiss from me to you. Mwah. See you next time, Libra.